So this is a little bit of the backstory for the world of Tellus. First, we have this view of the planet right here, planet realm, whatever you would want to call it. You can see one of the major continents right here, Igrand, and Rhymeshire up here. But that is the material plane here where most of the adventures should be taking place. But I went ahead and thought up some other stuff too. You can see this is supposed to represent the star that Tellus would orbit. It's Seer, and these both represent the moons of Tellus, obviously not drawn to scale. This here is Espion and Ines. You might notice from their colors, Espion is supposed to represent the Feywild in a way, and Ines is a representation of the Shadowfell. Now, if you somehow built a rocket ship and launched off to one or the other, you would find just another barren, lifeless moon, basically. But, you know, through the power of multiple planes and parallel planar travel and stuff, this is a stand-in for the Feywild, and this is a stand-in for the Shadowfell. It's going to go off of a slightly different cosmology than the general D&D worlds do. It's still going to have the 4 elements here, but kind of borrowing off from World of Warcraft in some ways. It has the 6 elemental planes, including spirit and decay, along with, you know, the earth, fire, water, air, that kind of stuff. You can see here material plane, the Shadowfell and the Feywild, and then sort of some outer planes slash sources of power, order and chaos corresponding to lawful, chaotic. Light and void are definitely good and evil, and life and death are just sort of constants of the universe. They're just aspects of the universe that happen that are separate from good and evil. They're kind of basically neutral, and each one of these represents sort of an alignment feature in a way, and possibly sources of power. Like the order is going to be the source of arcane power, similar to in WoW, the Titans, and the chaos over here is the source of fell magic, stuff like that. Life magic for druids, elements for shaman, stuff like that. Holy magic, radiant, and like shadow. You get the general idea there. It's just to set it up a little bit differently than the standard one. And here is a very ugly version of the map that's been messed up really bad with too much editing. I still have a better picture somewhere for the base picture here, but you can see the general shape of the world. Now, that seems like a good place to stop it here because we see the world overview. Let's just do something else here for a second. And there we go. We've got more of a map, parchment feel to the back of that, with an overlay of various terrain types and stuff like that. We're going to get into each one of those here in a second.